Good evening and welcome to day number 251. My name is Mary and today's story is Jesus Walks on Water. So the people all sat down on the green grass, arranged in rows and squares in their garments of different colors. They looked like beds of flowers. Then Jesus took into his hands the 5 loaves and the 2 fish the boy had brought. He looked up to heaven and blessed the food. Then he broke the loaves and the dried fish and gave the pieces to the disciples. They went among the companies of people and gave everyone bread and fish, as much as each needed. So they all ate and had enough. Then Jesus said, "Gather up the pieces of food that are left, so nothing may be wasted." Each of the disciples carried a basket among the people, and when they came back to Jesus, all 12 baskets were filled with the pieces that were left over of the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. When the people saw that here was one who could give them food, they were ready to make Jesus their king and break away from the rule of the Romans. Jesus was a king, but he would not be the kind of king they wanted. His kingdom was to be in the hearts of men who loved him, not a kingdom set up by the swords of soldiers. He found that his disciples were ready to help the people make him a king, even against his own will. So Jesus first compelled his disciples to go on board the boat, though they were not willing, and to row across the lake to Capernaum. Then he sent away the great crowd of people who were still eager that he should be their king. And when all had gone away and he was left alone, he went up into the mountain to pray. While he was praying in the night, a great storm arose on the lake from the mountain. Jesus could see his disciples working hard with their oars against the waves. Although they could not see him, a little after midnight, when the storm was the worst, Jesus went to his disciples, walking on the water, as though the sea were dry land. The men in the boat saw a strange figure approaching them on the sea and cried out with fear, for they thought it was a ghost. But Jesus called out to them, "Be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid." And then they knew it was their Lord. Peter called out, "Lord, if it's you, let me walk to you on the water." Jesus said to Peter, "Come." And that was the end of the word. Now we come to our discussion questions. Number 1, what happened to the bread and fish the little boy had brought to eat? What happened to the bread and fish the little boy had brought to eat? That was the first part of question number 1. The second part, how much was left over? how much was left over. Question number 2 and last, and it has a few parts to it. What kind of kingdom did Jesus have? What kind of kingdom did Jesus have? Second part, why didn't he want the people to make him king? Why didn't he want the people to make him king? The third and last part to question number 2, what did they want from him? What did they want from him? And with that last question, we are done with day number 251. It's always nice to have you listening and viewing. So may God send us blessing to us and to our families. Till next time. Bye for now.